Hello you guys and welcome back to Vlog with Vic. Today this is an inspired by meal that I will be making. As you can see, all the yumminess in front of you. The coconut milk, the allspice, tomatoes, garlic, onions, green onions, Maggi sauce, Favo Ryz, Oxtail season. You guys, we are going to make us some oxtails with red beans and rice, inspired by Deddy's Kitchen. Please, if you're not familiar with Deddy's Kitchen, I will leave the link to his channel down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy this video. Always remember, I don't proclaim to be a chef. I just like to dabble in the kitchen a little bit. So let's get into this oxtails and red beans and rice. Okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean off our oxtails. You have to make sure you clean your meat, you guys. I had someone comment down in one of my videos that I should not have to clean my kitchen. The heat takes care of all of that. But I'm sorry, I have to get all this bacteria from the blood and everything off. So we're going to go ahead and wash our oxtails. As you can see, I used a generous amount of vinegar and some cold water. And we're going to wash these. I'm going to wash them at least 4 times just to get them nice and clean. You see, just showing you the pieces that we have. I thought they were pretty good. These oxtails were purchased from Sam's Club, and I think the one pack was 4.65 pounds for $32, and it has some nice pieces in there, so I couldn't complain too much because you normally pay half. You pay that price for half a pack. At least we do here in the local supermarkets. So I went ahead and got 2 packs of these oxtails. And I'm just going to go ahead and wash them again. And I'm showing you in the video 3 times. 3 times. That's because I can hear Deddy's Kitchen saying 3 times when he cleaned his oxtails. So get them nice and clean. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our seasonings that we're going to be using. You see, I have my Deddy complete. And you guys, there's no measurements done here. Some black pepper. Season until you start seasoning. You got to sneeze if you want to season well. We're going to add us some garlic powder. Next, we're going to add our Favo Ryz. Now, you guys, this was my first time using it, so I wasn't too heavy with it because I was afraid of what I was going to get. Next, we're going to use this oxtail seasoning. And again, this does have salt, so I didn't want to go too crazy with it. But I know that the pieces that I have were large, so I know we would need a generous amount. Next, we're going to use our all-purpose seasoning. That is our adobo. And we're going to go ahead and add that in there. And you guys, you season to your liking. We're going to add our onion powder. You have to make sure these oxtails are well seasoned, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to blend all these flavors of seasonings together so we can have it equally incorporated onto the oxtails once we add them on there. All right. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning up our oxtails. I went and got the Maggi sauce. So we're going to go ahead and get that generously distributed on our oxtails. My first time using this, so I was a little skeptical to play with it. from what I was reading on it, it can be very salty. So we didn't want to overwhelm our meal with a saltiness. So next we're going to go ahead and incorporate our seasonings. Remember, we mixed all our seasonings together. And I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some more in there, shift it around, and I will massage it throughout the meat so we can make sure each piece of oxtail is well seasoned. And there it is. Let's just massage it and get it all incorporated into these oxtails. If you're still here, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We lost one, so we had to grab it. And if you can see, it looks well seasoned already. But remember, the Maggi sauce that we just sprinkled on there is dark. So it will give our meat a dark look. So we're going to go ahead and continue seasoning our oxtails. And believe it or not, you guys, the aroma from the seasonings already was smelling quite good. So we just want to keep incorporating the seasoning. And you see, I was working it, you guys. The oxtails were nice size. Yes, they did have some meat on there. I know a lot of people might say down in the comments, oh, girl, you should have cut the meat, the fat off. I actually like fat on my meat. Helps brings out the flavors, and it tastes good. But look at that. Get them nice and seasoned. No oxtail shall be left unseasoned. And there you see it, you guys. We seasoned up the meat. I had to work it through. So now, you guys, we done incorporated all the seasonings on our oxtails. Let's go ahead and get ready to start our oxtails. So let's get us some grease, turn our stove up to medium-high heat, and let's get it rolling. So we have our oil ready, so we're going to start adding in our oxtails. You guys, these pieces were huge. And I know you guys are probably saying, girl, you put way too many down in there. I did, but this is how I did it. And I just worked these oxtails until I could not work them anymore. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get all these oxtails in here. And we want to give them a nice, good sear on all sides. And as we keep going along in the video, you'll see we might have seared these things for a good 20-25 minutes. One, because there were some really, really huge pieces in there. And two, I wanted to make sure they had a good sear. So when we go ahead and simmer them down, we get a nice, tender texture of meat. So you see them sitting over there, getting ready to get that simmer on. They look good already, don't they, y'all? I think so. You get that caramelization right at the bottom. And repeat that we do it again. These are really big pieces, so we really have to let them brown. And there you see it, you guys. We were still working them oxtails, and the kitchen was smelling delicious. Delicious. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at these oxtails. I am 100% sure they are ready to introduce themselves to some of the veggies that we have. We have some scallions, some rosemary, some peppers and onions. And we're just going to go ahead and just do a little once over these oxtails again. Get a good look. I think they're ready. So we're going to go ahead and add our peppers, scallions, and onions to this oxtail now, to the oxtails. And you guys use as many as you want. I really wish I had diced up a little bit more, but I just went ahead and just used what I have. And the caramelization from the oxtails at the bottom, I'm just trying to get some of that goodness up because that's more flavor. We don't want that burnt. We don't want it sticking. But I'm definitely going to mix it around to incorporate the veggies that we just added into this. So, and it smells really, really good right now, you guys. I'm telling you, they need smell-o-vision. They have to have smell-o-vision. That would be so nice. But you see, I was working it. I need to invest in a bigger cast iron pan. And you see the veggies, you guys. Oh. So we just got all our veggies incorporated with our oxtails. I want to go ahead and add some hot water. Hot boiling water. You guys always keep it on the side because if you add cold water, it will cut the cooking process down and make you have to rebuild. So we went ahead and incorporated some hot boiling water, and we're just going to keep mixing that up. I just want to get up all that goodness at the bottom and just make sure that the water is at the level I need it to be. Okay, you guys, so we let that simmer for about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add some more of our hot water. And here's where we're just going to add a little bit of pizzazz to our oxtails and veggies right now. So I'm also going to add in something for a little bit more oomph. I have me some Sutter Homes red wine. So I'm just going to add a generous amount to our oxtails. Yeah, red wine. Shout out to Deddy's Kitchen. So again, we're going to go ahead and work these oxtails. Just make sure nothing is at the bottom sticking. And we're going to incorporate all that goodness together. Next, we're going to go ahead and add a generous amount of ketchup. Yes. Gotta have the ketchup in there, you guys. And again, you guys, I really needed a larger pan, but we're already here. There's no turning back now. So I just have to work it and work it and work it. And I'm trying so hard not to make a mess. But a mess was made because it was just splashing everywhere. But let's continue to incorporate the ketchup and the red wine into our oxtails and veggies. Yeah, just making a mess. We're going to clean that up, you guys. Don't even worry about it. just making sure we get all that goodness from the bottom up. And we're going to go ahead and simmer that a little bit more. Turn our heat down just a little bit. And let's adjust this big guy right here. Alright, you guys, so while our oxtails are cooking, we're going to go ahead and start our beans, our red beans. Our red beans did soak overnight. We're going to add our water, a nice inch or two of water over your beans, our fresh garlic, and something that I learned from watching Deddy's Kitchen, we're going to go ahead and take our scallions, and we're just going to pound them up a little bit. That's just to get the juices flowing so they can generously be released as we cook our red beans. So you see me pounding them up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and drop them in a pot. You see we have our garlic. Next, we're going to add our Scotch bonnet pepper, the whole thing. Don't do anything to it. Just drop it in a pot. Next, we're going to add our whole can of coconut milk. Yes, the whole can. And I'm going to add in some thyme. I did not have fresh thyme, so we're going to go ahead and use what I had in the pantry. And you guys, we're going to let these beans boil for about a half an hour. So we'll come back and eyeball them. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and season them up with the coconut milk, the garlic powder, the Scotch bonnet, the thyme. We're going to add some pepper. Our Favo Ryz. Nice and seasoned. And let's just mix this all in. I was very hesitant to add another Scotch bonnet pepper in here, but I have to remember everyone don't like too much spice. I'm the only one that's crazy over the spice. We're going to drop a little bit of butter up in there just for extra flavor, you guys. And we're going to go ahead and let that do what it do. Let's turn this up a little bit and let them roll. All right, you guys, time to wash our rice. Wash your rice, people. You just want to get off any little pieces. I mean, you'd be surprised. You might find little teeny stones in there, little particles you don't want. So we're going to go ahead and wash our rice. I'll wash the rice several times just to make sure that we got rid of most, as best as we could, of that cloudy water from rinsing it off. So we're going to go ahead, and you see I'm finding little pieces that I want to take out. So I'm going to wash this a few more times. I'm not going to bore you with this, but yes, wash, wash, wash your rice. So let's just take a peek at our beans. They are cooking nicely. They've been cooking for about 45 minutes now. So I think they are ready to be introduced to our rice. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to blend in our rice. I was just checking the texture of my beans, making sure they still wasn't hard, and they wasn't. So we're going to go ahead and add our rice. And again, you guys, I did not measure. The rule of thumb when you're making your rice, 1 inch of water, 1 inch of water above the rice. So if you see the rice and no water on top, you know you need more water, right? So we're going to go ahead and add that in. You just want to make sure we have enough water in there. And we're just blending it up. And we're going to go ahead. And you see it's already starting to boil, you guys. These pots are singing a tune. And we're going to go ahead and cook our rice. So let's take a sneak peek of our oxtails. You guys, we are about 3.5 hours in. And I was really over fighting with the pan and the oxtails. When I tell you I was up and down every few minutes, just making sure that it wasn't scorching. So I'm going to go ahead and I just want to test the texture. And they're not quite where I want them to be. They're not tough. It may seem like they are, but they really weren't. But we're going to go ahead and simmer that for another 15-20 minutes. And then your girl's going to cheat. And I'm going to show y'all what I did. Okay, you guys. So look. I was getting tired. We are about 4.5 hours in. So we're going to go ahead and finish off these oxtails in the oven. I set my heat to 400. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add our butter beans to these oxtails. And we're going to finish them off this way, you guys. You know, you really have to, be in tune to when you're cooking like this. And I did not want to burn or scorch my oxtails. So we're going to go ahead and add the 2 cans of the butter beans to these oxtails, you guys. And again, we're going to go ahead and just let them simmer in the oven. And there you have it, you guys. My oxtails. Thank you so much for tapping in today. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the mukbang of this delicious meal over there at Vicky's World on my eating show channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Share me out. I am new to this vlogging world, and I want to share nothing but peace, happiness, and love. Oh, don't worry. I didn't forget. There's the red beans and rice. Thank you so much, you guys. And remember, peace and love.